they need an agent ID, and the agent ID, it will be given to you by the CCC group. They create those, we don't create those.
Okay.
And then they need the LAN data screen, because this is when they log in to to Verint, and they can be monitored. So you would just go joint / user ID name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you would put the team they're on. So this team the sole purpose of this is just grouping them. So this doesn't give them any rights or anything. This just puts them on a team. So if they needed to be searched, they can find them. Sorry about put on this screen. It's gonna keep going out. So let's say if I wanted to look at everybody on Team CXA 99.2, it'll pull up everybody. So that this is the team they're on.
Okay.
And a lot of the times, before Verint, you can just use your user ID to log in. But since they went to, the LDAP, they need an email address. So under usernames, you got to put their email address. Because sometimes you go, hey, I can't log into Verint. And you come here and you'll see that it just says P. Jones instead of her email address. Because when you log into Verint, it asks for your email address. So then when you build the profile, put their email address there. And then the user access rights. This is what allows them to view different folders. So if it's not checked for them, they won't be able to view that folder. Okay. So this is just saying, okay, this is the folders we can look at. So for a supervisor, F, you don't give them admin CSD. You just give them everything except the CCC supervisors, because the supervisors, there's 2 levels of supervisors. So an F wouldn't be allowed to look at an A, but an A can look at an F. So if it were a supervisor A, you can just check this. And if you check this, it does both subfolders.
Okay.
Or you can just check that one. And then they don't get corporate, because this is for corporate phone calls, like for the Control Gorge and Lincoln Heights. So they don't need to look at these folders. And then they just pretty much get everything else.
Okay, so I'll have to give them all that stuff too.
Yeah, and then here, you come to interactions. This has to be checked, because they'll say, oh, I can't view certain things, or I can't do certain functions. If this isn't checked, they won't be able to do it. And if that's not checked, they're not going to be able to get their screen recorded either. So that's it automatically comes default. Both of these are checked, but sometimes they become unchecked, and then their accounts start having weird little problems. Like the other day, a supervisor was unable to look at forms when she was placing calls, and then I was looking at it, and this part was not checked.
Okay. I don't think it's a big deal, but when I was doing roles, I was changing persons from supervisor. Like if you look up Irving, yeah. So
Melissa?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's ERVIN. Yeah, that one. Okay, try Moore. Moore.
Okay.
Because basically, I changed him to supervisor, but this kept saying agent lead.
Oh, okay, so you go like this. Oh, yeah, it's kind of goofy. You got to hit save. So what you got to do with that, see, you got to go agent supervisor, and you got to give her the permissions. So she can't look at anything. Even though she's a supervisor, she's not going to be able to look at anybody. So you got to click on these.
Okay.
So you're going to give her, you see, if you click on just branch offices from here, it's going to check both of these.
Okay.
But you can do it so she gets only that one.
Okay.
Right? And then you can just keep going down. But she gets both of them. Just click on both of them. Yeah, checks with both. But you can just do, okay, we don't want her to have branch offices 2. So you would just click branch offices 1, and she would not have to. But if you click on this, it gets both of the subfolders.
Okay.
And then she'll get Camu. She gets all the CCC. So CCC is all the teams.
Okay.
That's all, everybody in it. she won't get supervisors, right? Because she's an F.
Mm-hmm.
She'll get leads. So pretty much, if you're a supervisor, you can view everybody you're above.
Well, you wouldn't click on the drop down of supervisors the F folder?
No, she don't need to see other supervisors, because supervisors only look at specific teams, not other supervisors. The only people who look at other supervisors are the A supervisors.
But the spreadsheet asked to put her in supervisor.
Oh yes, to put her in supervisor. So that was on the front page.
Oh, okay.
The folder she's gonna go
Okay.
in. Yeah, she doesn't need corporate, and you can just go CCC, or Crow, CRC, revenue support, and training.
Okay.
They don't need this training, but some people do ask for the second training. This is those. This is a special group, so you don't see too much of training too. Maybe people in 3rd Street will get these ones because they're more so the training. Anybody in CCC don't really need these.
Okay.
So this is fine how it is. And you just hit save. So now she has, see how it's doubled?
Yeah.
Let's see if something's checked. Sorry, get rid of that. And then she's an agent supervisor with all these. And so when they say put her in, make her a supervisor F, it'd be on the front page.
Okay.
And it'd be supervisor F. They need to get rid of the CCC supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, well, I'll show you this. This how you use this what this function is for, to group them. So you can go to look at everybody in that team. Just go to, this is a search filter. And you can go to organization. And you can search everybody within that team. So this one, it's only gonna be her in there. You click it over, you hit run. See, you do all these 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so these ones are, this folder is non-existent anymore.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be this one. It's supposed to be supervisors F. I guess when they moved over to the new Verint, for some reason this folder was having problems, so they created a new one. So it should be this one. So if they ask for supervisors F, it's just supposed to be supervisors F.
What's the difference?
This one,
No, I'm saying I can't see the difference. They both look like just supervisors, plural with an F.
yeah, I know, but it's one says CCC,
Oh.
and that's an old one.
Okay.
They need to get rid of that.
Okay, the first one had CCC in front
Yeah,
of it.
so
Okay.
they need to get rid of that, and you just hit save.
Okay.
And then I'll just go down the line. Everybody's supposed to be in supervisors F. She has a CCC, and that used to work before.
Okay.
But then, like I said, when they upgraded the new Verint, there's certain permissions within this folder. You know, it would stop working, so they created a new folder, and this is the new one, supervisors F.
Well, I see what the use of the filters for.
Yeah, so that's how they do it. Let's say like if you're a team lead and you're over 23, you can just put up all your team members like that instead of searching their name individually. So let's go back. What is it? Amina Moore and Saunders. So here, I like to just go through what they need. So I'll go here, check this page. I check the usernames. I'll go there, and then I'll go to access rights. So here. So I like to go like that, agent lead, uncheck it, right? And just go save. And we'll go back in. And then we'll go agent supervisor. And we'll give her all this stuff.
Okay.
And then we'll go here, make sure the interactions, that she's good. And let's go back. Let me go back to this, I'm sorry. I wonder if it took place. Because sometimes it happens fast. It might be gone already. Oh, I'm in CCC supervisors. So now everyone's, that's all the supervisor Fs.
Got it.
Ah, they're gone. Who is it? Amina Moore Saunders, and who was the third one?
Irvin.
Irvin. Okay. And let's go profiles. So we did more. Just double check. Okay, more is good. Go profiles and go Irvin. Is it Melissa?
It should be Ervin. Is that what you typed?
Uh huh. Yeah, ERV.
Yeah, go back in. I saw it. Down like 4.
All right. So that's fine. Username. This thing's clumsy. Usernames. That's fine. User access rates. Okay, that's fine. Who was the third one?
You did Saunders? I don't know. Did you do I don't think you did her.
Saunders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's in the right folder. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we did her. Yeah.
All right. So let's make her agent supervisor. And we'll give her branches, CAMU, CCC, leads, CRC, Crow, revenue, sample, and training.
And then the last one on the list was Cho.
Okay.
But he was different in the sense that he only needed to have access for, let me see. It's just Jason Cho.
Just leads access?
Yeah, they just wanted leads.
Mm.
And I did all the I changed all their auto answers.
Oh, okay, cool.
What I didn't check is if making sure they have the recording stuff on their phones, but I figured they might.
All right, so for leads, there's I think this is
The wrong one too.
yeah, they did another one. I think it's teams leads. Let's see. CCC. Yeah, team leads. Well, how I check it, I'll do this, and then I'll
So
go
he's in that folder?
Yeah, I'll see
Okay.
which one. It's like this one. I'll just call that. And I'll go. It's only him.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
folder's not in use anymore.
Yeah. And what I like to do is, when I change it, I like to go inherit, insert value from. I like to click this because it'll put the date up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? I actually did it without it, but I like to put that date because it kind of stamps it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll put the CCC team leads. All right. And then I go set, save. I'll go username. So he's good. He'll be able to log in. And then for a lead gets pretty much everything that a supervisor does, except the leads folder, right? Because a lead wouldn't look at another lead.
Okay.
Only a supervisor will look at a lead.
Oh, okay. So who gets supervisor folder?
Supervisors. Well, supervisor gets supervisor access, right? But then this is giving them their access, right? The other thing is just put them in a folder.
Right.
But that folder does give them certain permissions, but this is what's going to let them allow to look at different teams. Let's say for Jason, so he's an agent lead, and then you come down here to see, and he can see all these, everybody in these folders he can look at.
So they're asking to put like the other 3 people in the supervisor folder, but not make them supervisors?
Well, they're supervisors.
So how come you wouldn't click the supervisor folder for them?
Oh, because a supervisor, because they're supervisor Fs.
Mm-hmm. If they were supervisor A, you would click the folder?
I would have clicked the yeah.
Okay.
Because you only look at people below you,
Mm-hmm.
right? So supervisor A is gonna look at a supervisor because they're critiquing the supervisors, right? But other supervisors aren't critiquing other supervisors.
Okay.
Only the head supervisors are critiquing them, right?
Okay.
Like the seniors.
Yeah, senior, right? So I wouldn't critique you, but Dave will,
Okay.
right? or Al might, but he's not supposed to.
Al the senior.
Yeah.
And all.
Yeah, so that's how
Always the
that.
same.
So think of it like that way, right? So supervisor F, they're all subordinates, right? They're
Right.
all the same.
So they don't
And
even
A
look
is
at each
higher.
other.
They don't need to look at each other,
Got it.
but they're higher than a lead, right? So they can look at the leads. And then so that when they go, hey, I can't get forms. So forms is right here. Let's see.
Wait, did you save?
Oh, it's okay. And then you can tell here, he's the agent lead, and that's all the teams he has. And then when they say when they do, so to get forms, it's when they look at they call them interactions, or they look at recordings. There's a form to kind of critique them. What are you doing wrong on this call? So to go here, so they call them interactions, right? So we'll pull up anyone. Just go to search. And let's go search. So you can just do advanced search and go recorders, switches. So, you want the phone, and we want the data screens, right? So you wouldn't check it first corporate because they're not corporate, right? And you just hit search. It'll pull up everything from the last 7 days. So for this one, so for Christina or these guys, these are just phone calls.
Okay.
And you can listen to the phone calls, and this is the phone calls and the computer screen. So it'll show their keystrokes. So you would just go, like for this one, you would click on it, right? And then you hear their phone calls.
Hi, good afternoon. Can I speak to Emma, please?
And this is what she's looking
My name
at.
is Christine, calling from the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power.
So they can kind of see what they're doing and what they're clicking on, see if they're doing the right steps. And then I come over here and I go, you fucked up. And I'm going to give the type of form, right? So, let's say I'm doing their skills. That's the form they're talking about when they're critiquing the phone call.
Okay.
So there's a house account, and then there's the unit.
Yeah, so that's what they say. Oh, I can't use forms, or I can't use evals. They're talking about this.
Do you have to give them access rights to that?
If you're in a supervisor F folder, or if you're in any supervisor A or F folder, you get forms.
Okay.
Yeah. Only supervisor A's and F. So if they're a lead, if they are in the leads folder, and they go, oh, I need forms, you got to put them in a supervisor folder.
Okay.
That's the only way.
Okay.
Yeah, then you can download this and give it to them. Usually we don't because
They have access to it?
they have access to it, but sometimes for Lincoln Heights, they do ask for this.
From us to do it?
Yeah, and then we send it to them. Not Lincoln Heights, a control gorge, and you can kind of just get it and send it.
Why does a control gorge have a call center?
It's for their
It's
reported
corporate?
calls.
Is it
Yeah,
corporate? Oh, okay, okay.
Where do you download it from?
just right here.
Oh, right there? Oh, okay.
You download interaction.
Okay.
You can flag it. They fucked up. And you just flag it, right? So they know. See, it says evaluator.
Oh, so it shows that you looked at
It's yeah. So it shows what I was doing, right? I'm not gonna do anything, but it'll, when I do this, it has my name because I'm the evaluator, right? Oh, who for the people with recording, right?
Mm-hmm.
What were their names so we can check it?
What do you mean recording?
You said
Oh no, I just did their auto answers requests for them, but I didn't check while I was in call manager to see if they had the recordings.
oh, okay, I'll show you. Let's do this. So to check if it's recording, and Verint will record it. Because if it's not in Verint, it won't record the call. So I'll show you where you got to do it at. So Monica, let's say her phone. So she has this number. So you have auto answer off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you come down here. And yeah, she's recording, right?
Okay.
So even though you have this on the line, if there's like two other places you have to go to see if it's recording. So you go here. So yeah, this is good. And then you go to application or user management. Application user. And you go to Verint. Right? I'm sorry. Go back. So under application user, there's two things you got to make sure that number is at. First one's in PG user. So if it's not in PG user, they will not be able to log in. And the second one is Verint. If that phone line is not in Verint to be associated, it will not record. So they'll go, oh, if you look at the profile, go, oh, it's set to record. But if that number is not in Verint, Verint won't record it.
So since it's not selected, is it not?
Oh, no. This is just everybody. This is just the services for that.
Okay.
So the first thing I do is you go to PG user and you go to device association and you just go to directory number and you put her number in, 53088. And it's set, it's checked, so she's good.
Okay.
And then you go, that's PG user, so that's to log in. And then let's see if that line's set to be recorded. You go back to device association and it's good.
Okay.
And then in Verint, to see every DID should already be in Verint and ready to record. It's rare that we have to add. The only thing, the last time we added was the Jabber numbers. And then you would come here, you would go to interactions. Oh, you go to recording management. So to check the lines and computers. So let's say they can't do screen capture. You got to come to device settings, or I'm sorry, data source settings. And this, you either pick it's going to be the phone or the computer, right?
Okay.
So and let's say the first thing I do is if we're having problems, I'll look to see if the computer is in Verint. So you just go to LAN data screens, select that, right? And you come up here and you go workstations. And then you would just put their computer name and see if it shows up over here. And if it's not, you just add it. You just hit create, Windows, workstation group, save. And that's it. And then to make sure the phone is in there, so you go to Cisco phone data source. Come up to the top and go to phones, right? And you took her number, 53088, and you hit go, and it's there.
Okay.
So it's set to record. Like I said, when we add the numbers, we go by our DID list and we just add everything in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything that can be recorded should already be in here. So that's kind of like, you don't have to worry about it. Computers you have to check all the time because people get replacements and they get new, they get new PCs, like we get new PCs. So we have to, well, they'll have to tell us, hey, Verint's not being recorded. I can't screen capture them. The first thing I do is what's the computer's name, and then I would check it.
See if it's on this list.
Yeah. That's more frequent than the phone lines. Like I said, as soon as we get a new block of DIDs, we add it.
Okay.
Because they give it to us and we add it. So the main thing is go to LAN data screens, come up top, workstations, and just put the PC name there. So let's say, look for mine. So M162011.
13337. Yeah, I think you have it saved.
7. Okay, all right. I'll go. Okay. Mine's not in there, so I'll have problems. And then you would just go create. You go create. So just look at how that says. So it'll be the computer name .joint.ladwp.com, right?
Mm-hmm.
So So you just go create, put the host name, you just go M162.0.1.1.3337, and you would put Windows, that's the platform, right? And the work, and just put workstation group. Save and create. That's it. That's how you add it. And and then now I should be able to be screen captured and whatnot.
But you wouldn't be technically because you're not in anyone's group.
Well, yeah, technically yes, I won't be able to be found because I'm not. First of all, I'm not taking calls,
Yeah, true.
and then I'm not in the group anywhere. Any other questions?
No, and then I guess also since you're not on the call manager, you didn't put your profile in the Verint, so it wouldn't record you.
It would record because and then my phone lines. Well, my phone line's in corporate, but we could add. Oh, you know what? You can go here. Watch. So you can go to phone data source, right? And you go back up, and you go to data source. I think just go to phones, right? And you could see, you could pick the see this is all corporate right here, these 15 numbers. But you see how it says corporate? We have a corporate side, and we have this is CCC, and then you would select corporate for the corporate side, and this is corporate side. See, corporate primary member group, and this is primary member group.
Okay.
So you would select it, and then but you could differentiate. Let's see, member groups. Don't get in there. You would just select if it's corporate or CCC.
Okay.
And then for see how that goes. We have some control gorge names, and then the RSGs, the receiving stations has some too, because that number, like 7811, like at RSG, you notice when you call over there to check in, you hear a beeping. They're in Verint. So 78111.
Does that beeping mean it's being recorded?
Yeah.
Ah.
So let's see. So 78111. See, this is being nice recorded. I don't know why this says nice. Oh, they must have their own, because it's not being recorded here. So, like the VOC, in the VOC, and I guess they have their own servers on site. Remember, it was you, right? We're doing the NICE recorder for Duco. They upgraded the NICE servers, and we were testing that. Remember, we were testing.
Oh,
So
Kuko, that's
Temple.
the water. Okay, the water. Okay,
Remember we were doing that. We were testing the recording. So I guess at one point it was in Verint, but I guess it's not anymore. So they moved it. So same thing with the control board should
So
still
the
be over
nice
here.
recorders are associated to Verint?
No,
Oh,
they're separate.
okay.
It's separate. Cause see how it says that number's over there, right? But then it's not being recorded. Right? I think it's recording the port. So when they call, it's recording the port, and then it's not using call manager for that.
Oh, okay. Is that why it says gateway preferred?
No, if it says see call recording disabled.
Oh, okay. I was like, recording media source. What's that one?
Oh yeah, the gateway or the phone.
Okay.
But let's say over at Duco, at Temple, they upgraded the recorders, but it's not going through here because it's not showing on the line that it's being recorded. I think there's actually recorders on the site.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Or on the port, and it wherever the record. Hey, let's see, Joe, where are the nice recorders at? Okay, so they must just record the port, and then it records over there.
I think we just took out that nice recorder.
Did you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like at the VOC, they configure the port to record.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think actually right. He did put a new one in.
All right, so that's it.
That's it.